What's good, YouTube? Today we are reacting to Brazil and why they won't dominate in the World Cup. Let's go ahead and watch this video.
This Seleção, a name that echoes through football history. From Pelé to Romario, Ronaldo to Ronaldinho, Kaká to Neymar, Brazil.
Legends. These are legends of the game, bro. As you can see, there's legends every year in Brazil. There's someone coming up, or you know what I'm saying? Doesn't seem like the case in 2025, but in the past, there's always a star in Brazil.
Brazil isn't just a football team. It's an identity, a religion, a legacy. But ever since that 7-1 defeat to Germany, Brazil has been trying to rewrite its narrative. They've produced talent, they've won games, but they haven't won hearts like the old Brazil used to.
Facts, as I just said.
Fast forward to now, a new generation has emerged.
This team, look, this team has no aura. No aura.
Brazil used to. Fast forward to now, a new generation has
no aura. This team has no aura at all.
Emerged. Young, electric, technical, but also inconsistent, vulnerable, and under pressure. But with the arrival of Carlo Ancelotti, the Seleção may have found the man to restore order. So the question is, does this Brazil squad have what it takes to bring back glory? Let's break it down.
Chapter 1, overflowing talent, but
the current Brazil squad is loaded with firepower. The attacking options alone are enough to intimidate any defense in the world. Vinicius, Rodrigo, Martinelli, Rafinha, Antony, Cunha, Endrick, and Savinho. It's an arsenal of pace, flair, and technical brilliance.
You know what I think the problem is between all these players? They can't play with each other at all. They can't play with each other. I feel like every player that was just named wants to play for themselves. They're not trying to play for the team, for the country. You know what I mean? When you play for your national team, you're playing for the country, bro. Like, throw all that individuality out the window, bro.
Vinicius Jr. under Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid has become one of the world's deadliest attackers with 149 goal contributions in 198 appearances. Yet for Brazil, just 6 goals in 39 games. But as Ancelotti takes over the national team, he confidently promises you'll soon see the Real Madrid version of Vinicius in the Seleção. The Vini era in yellow may finally begin. Rodrigo is another gem molded by Carlo Ancelotti. Over 200 club appearances in all competitions, 68 goals, 46 assists, and a moment etched in history, the last-minute brace against Manchester City in the 2022 UCL semi-final. For Brazil, his potential remains silent, but now with Ancelotti, Rodrigo's international breakthrough feels inevitable. Rafinha has quietly become one of Brazil's most efficient attackers, with 34 goals and 22 assists for Barcelona, and 4 goals with an assist in Brazil's World Cup qualifiers. His form is peaking at just the right time. He's even entering the Ballon d'Or conversation this season. Ancelotti has the chance to use Rafinha as a devastating part of a strikerless front three. And then there's Cunha, who has reinvented himself under Ancelotti's guidance. Playing as a center forward just behind the 9, he's delivered 17 goals and 6 assists this season. His versatility and work rate give Brazil a flexible option in linking midfield to attack. However, the front still has a gap. The biggest question remains, who will be the striker? The iconic number 9 role, once graced by
João Pedro. João Pedro has to be Brazil's striker. I'm telling you, João Pedro, bro, please.
Mario, Ronaldo, and Adriano remains a void. Richarlison is out of form. Jesus has never fully convinced in that role for Brazil, and Endrick is still too young to carry the burden alone. With Richarlison the only traditional striker in Ancelotti's selection, Brazil may rely on a fluid front three. Carlo recently won the Champions League without a traditional striker, using Vinicius and Rodrigo. Bringing in Rafinha, who can rotate positions with them, would add even more unpredictability to the attack. Midfield presents a more serious concern. It lacks a defined shape.
The starting wingers for Brazil should be Rafinha and Vini. A number 9, João Pedro. That's an amazing front three. And then figure out the midfield. Because right now, Brazil has no midfielders. Enough with the attackers. We have enough attackers. Brazil has enough attackers. Okay? Figure out the midfield. There's no midfielders for Brazil. Figure it out, bro. I'm telling you.
Top floats. Guimarães drops too
There we go. They're good midfielders. There we go.
deep, and Casemiro offers leadership and bite, but
Yes.
aging and getting slower can't cover ground the way he used to. Brazil lacks a true creative playmaker. If Brazil's all-time top scorer Neymar stays fit and is able to
If Neymar stays healthy, he can play cam for Brazil. Now listen. Neymar cam, Vinny left, Rafinha on the right, Joao Pedro as striker, behind Neymar, Guimarães, Cunha, Casemiro, any of those players could play behind Neymar.
operate centrally as a number 10, Brazil could have the creative spark needed to connect their flair-filled forward line. His vision, technique, and playmaking instincts are unmatched. Defensively, Brazil has depth. Marquinhos, Gabriel Magalhães, Militão, and Bremer bring strength and discipline. The fullbacks remain a weak spot for Brazil. Danilo and Renan Lodi have experience but don't offer the same attacking threat as Dani Alves and Marcelo.
Irreplaceable, bro. Oh my gosh. The left back and right back for Brazil. Oh my gosh. Marcelo and Dani Alves. Wow. Wow.
Once did. This puts extra pressure on the wingers. The magic Brazil had with Cafu Carlos and later Alves Marcelo is missing. Ancelotti has brought in Carlos Augusto, Wesley Franca, and Alex Sandro, but so far it seems he is still experimenting, searching for the right players. Brazil has found stability in goal. Alisson and Ederson are two of the best in the world. So on paper, Brazil is stacked, perhaps even overstacked. But talent doesn't win trophies. Cohesion does. Identity does. Coaching does. If there's one thing Brazil lacks right now, it's clarity. That's the missing piece that Ancelotti must fix.
Chapter 2, Ancelotti's tactical blueprint.
Ancelotti's Brazil era began under pressure. Just before he took charge, Brazil suffered a historic home defeat to Argentina, something unthinkable for the fans. To add more tension, his first match ended in a goalless draw, but then, in his second match, Ancelotti turned it around. Brazil secured a crucial win, not only Ancelotti's first victory, but also the one that confirmed their place in the next year's World Cup. It wasn't just a result, it reignited belief. Ancelotti's mission, declared from day one, was clear: win it all. Unlike recent managers caught between styles, Ancelotti knows exactly what he wants. He believes that at the international level, tactical organization and fighting spirit matter more than stylistic identity. He won't aim for flair unless it's functional. Expect Brazil to rotate between the 4-3-3, the 4-4-2, and the 4-2-3-1.
No. Please don't put Brazil in a 4-4-2. Please, I'm begging you, don't do that. Not do that.
Depending on the situation. This isn't a team designed to entertain, it's a team built to win. He knows how to manage egos, unite squads, and win under pressure. Ancelotti understands Brazilian players. He doesn't just tolerate them, he thrives with them. And perhaps most importantly, he already knows Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Richarlison, and Endrick inside out. That bond between coach and players is vital. Carlo has already built it at Madrid. Now he's replicating it with the national team.
Chapter 3, Pressure, Legacy, Nations, Belief.
Brazil doesn't just play football, they breathe it. And right now, the air is heavy. And since 2002, pressure has crushed them. The 2006 team was overloaded with Galacticos, but fell apart under the expectations. In 2010, Dunga's pragmatism fell short. 2014, a national tragedy. 2018, Neymar tried, but it wasn't enough. 2022, a better team, but still eliminated on penalties. 2 decades of disappointment have disillusioned fans. Ancelotti understands that restoring trust and passion is just as important as tactics. He's publicly called on fans for unity. He knows that if the crowd is with them, Brazil becomes unstoppable. This mission isn't just about lifting trophies, it's about healing wounds, reviving identity, and bringing joy back to the people. Brazil stands on the edge of something big, with the 5-star on the chest, a new generation of world-class talent. Ancelotti is here to finish the job, and he's brought with him the blueprint to turn this team from promise to powerhouse. A country desperate for redemption, this could be the beginning of Brazil's next golden era.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the problem is egos. Brazil has a lot of egos. I'm being honest. Vini is an ego. Neymar is an ego. Who else? I'm thinking of attackers. Defensively, I don't think there's any egos defensively. Midfield, I'm talking about the goal scorers. There is a lot of egos. And they need to put egos aside and play as a team. Now, Brazil is a team that likes flair, dribbling, 1-2 passes. They like the flares, they like the back heels, the L moves, they like all that, you know what I'm saying? So Ancelotti should let them play. Allow them to be themselves. Allow them for the World Cup. I say they all go on vacation as a team. Because these players don't know each other, not one bit. Not one bit at all. At all. When you look at old national teams, you see them all together. All the time. Argentina, for example, when they have 2 friendlies, 3 friendlies, you see on social media that they're together the whole time. When I'm looking at a Brazil team, the only time I see them together is on the field. Literally. So I think the chemistry has to be built. Again, has to be get at an all-time high for the World Cup. So when they go into the World Cup, they're a family. You know what I'm saying? They know what to do. They know each other's roles. They know who's going to be the primary goal scorer. We're going to find him to score. If not, if he can't, we're going to find, you know what I mean? Someone, the next man up. Brazil has to find the identity, bro, at the end of the day. Right now, they're lost. They don't know who's who. They don't know who's going to be the winger. They don't know who's going to be the striker. They don't know what's going on, bro. Honestly. I like to compare Argentina and Brazil because they used to be the 2 top national teams. And Brazil fell off and Argentina is still up there. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's chemistry, bro, in my opinion. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. That's the end of the video. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.